Hey yo, what's going on? Music Coffee Hour. We're diving right in. We just got done watching Periphery, Mr. God, and now we're gonna see if Matt Halpern, if he still got it. I don't know, something clickbaity. Does he still got it? How good do these drums sound? It was definitely programmed, so let's see how good he plays them live. Everybody's talking about how the cymbals are just, there's no silence, but we're gonna yap about that. There's a strategic reason why the cymbals are always going, and we're gonna talk about it. Let's get into it. We're watching Matt Halpern play Mr. God, the newest Periphery song. There we go. I'm trying to speed up my intros and yap a little less so y'all don't click away. Let's get into it. All right, 2 notes right away from the intro. Sorry, we got to do it. You hear right away that cymbal washi is happening. The cymbal's constantly going, but it's part of the sound. If you go listen to that full Periphery mix, you hear that your ears get into an environment of that heavy music. And the way Nolly mixes all those compressors, the way that the cymbals and the chug mesh together is what makes it all work like this. Because where the chugs stop happening in the song, that cymbal overtone, the back end of the hit, not where he hits it, but then on the back end of the note, because the cymbals and the chugs are matched up, gets compressed up, the guitar chug comes down, and you get that environment of sound. So you're not just getting dun, 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 silence. You're getting the sound of that leftover guitar overtone, and especially the sound of that cymbal, that frequency, the overtone going up. So your ears are constantly just in that environment of the metal song. Sorry, there's my rant right away. Also, you hear that it's a real drum playthrough video. In the song, everything's perfect, but right away you hear how some of those kick and snares don't clong, they go cling instead of clack. They're a little bit apart, that's a little bit of a flam. They're gonna be perfect in the song. Matt Halpern is amazing at drums and perfect at doing those unison hits, but this shows that it's a real drum video right off bat. Woo! Sorry, I'm trying to talk fast and not make y'all click away, but I wanted to get those points off bat so we could talk about them as we go through the video. And you can kind of think about how those cymbal effects go with the rest of the song. Run it back. Quick note. Left foot's going through the whole goddamn thing. Get your independence up, kids. He's got all those eighth notes as he's doing different kick syncopations. E, and ga, 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 E, and E, some weird stuff. His hands keep going through the hole. You get all those eighth note subdivisions filling in the gap. Your ears get it all. You get the whole rhythmic space. There's no question mark. All the chugs fall in place. You get the whole grid while feeling that where your head just goes on 1 and 4. Matt, following that big old ride cymbal with the 3 dots. All I love is playing. It's not flashy. It's not Gartska. It's not, you know, but it's so precise and filled in just where it needs to be. Everybody's got those 2, I'm pointing at the screen. Everybody's got those 2 left side crashes like Gartska now, though. Can't say he started it, but I see it. All right, focus. This part gives a great example for that effect we were talking about with the chugs and the cymbals, because you hear ga 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 ga, and that's it. Then we're just back to that droning sound on either side with the electronic. And you'll hear this, I swear. Go listen to the real song right after this. My editing's not that good. Somebody come help. But go listen and you'll hear that exact effect. The chugs go ga 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 ga, and that's all you hear. But when we have it in the big choruses and the cymbal hits ga 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 ga, they kind of elongate out because we're also hearing the back end of those crashes, because the crashes aren't ging, 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 ging. So we have overtones, we have notes filling in those spaces. Ooh, nerd shit. You stole. Little break part, we go to the hi-hat, we still fill in all those beats, kind of start to get that effect back into the groove, and then everything opens back up. So you're kind of like, you're feeling it out, you're feeling a little anxious just because that music's not open, and then they hit you back with that open part. That's the preciseness we're talking about. I wasn't going to go back, but I'm going back a little bit. I got to let this video roll. But the little, that little flourish of the kicks into the hat or kicks into the snare. Yup. Super precise. Hold on. Camera broke. Hold on. Hey, camera. Super precise on all those ghost notes with the left hand during that part where it calls for it and it's more busy. And then back to just strict backbeats where we need to open that space up for that vocal. So you're not filling all of those side rhythms with ghosty notes where there's no vocals and time to spice it up a bit. That's where you do it. And the minute he's not double kicking, his left foot goes back on that hi-hat and goes back to keeping time. When you're playing this many syncopated things, it helps a lot to keep that left foot just cranking on that rhythm, on that time, so you know where everything's gonna fall. Again, right there, that first hit of that kick and snare into this little groovy part is where you can kind of hear, oh, that's a real video. That's not perfectly synced. Even here in this part, the open hi-hat and its washiness sets the rhythmic and frequency tone for those guitars that dom bogo gada bogo gada all around, while that rhythm, that open hi-hat kind of stays the same. That's a frequency bass line for everything to live with it, so that the atmosphere, so to speak, the dead air, just like the room we're standing in, hold on, so that dead air is still filled with the musicalness and their sonic touch. Again, such a good example here because everything is perfectly lined up in the album version. Of course it is. They make sure it's precise, they make sure it's quantized. But here in the playthrough video, those super precise hand and feet at big velocity, those are hard to get precise every time. You hear they're very good, but a little unlined on that first one. They get more as we go. I love that. It's a video. It's a playthrough video. Don't make it good. Not gonna keep saying the same thing, but again, not every single one of those kick bursts is perfectly but good. It's a live playthrough. I love it. We get the entire feel. We're seeing him do his thing. It's precise as hell. The hands are moving, the feet are moving, and he is punching the things where he needs to. This is amazing drumming put on display. I love it. No robot AI either, because it's like you write the parts, you go do your thing. It's not quantized and perfect on the playthrough because you're showing your ability and your skill and your drum parts. Who cares? It is on the album. Last thing we'll take note of too is that minor touch here towards the end. Subtle little doubles on the bell there. Can't even hear him too much, but it fills in all that space and hits the vibe. Woo! I'm sure he's gonna go over his cymbals in the end there. We'll let him do it. I also want to shout out to Meinl here for doing a little bit of a different style video. Meinl does amazing drum playthrough videos, but they've had kind of a similar style with how they do it for a while. And this one's different. They're switching it up. It still looks amazing, sounds incredible, but they kind of are switching up the looks and feels. So you're gonna get different styles of Meinl video, but all with that same production quality. Lovely. Matt Halpern is an amazing drummer. There's some really cool subtleties in there. The fact that he hits the cymbal so much is what helps build that sound, both in the mix of the actual album and here in this playthrough. I love the way he does it. It's kind of a super flashy, but exact on the fundamentals way of doing things. Everything is for the song in the end, but all the parts come together exactly where they need. Flashy to fill in the space. No ghost notes where there are a ton of vocals that need to take up the space. Fill the ghost notes in where there are. Have the cymbals and the overtones be part of the sound of the band. I love it. Let's go, Matt Halpern. That's what we're talking about. Hold on, let's flash back to full cam. That's what we're talking about. That's nerd shit. Go check out Periphery. Go see if I'm right or wrong. Leave me a comment. What do you think? Is the cymbals part of the sound? Is it not? We'll find out. Drop me a like, sub. I'm excited on that shit. Do we do these live? What else should we talk about? What do you think? Periphery, goated or not? Yee.